about once a year, maybe, I go all out on a mystery box. Vaulted, or the Vault Queen, their former name, had done a Superplastic mystery box that contained a whole bunch of stuff I didn't have from Superplastic yet. A lot of Guggimon designed figures, and more importantly, a one-of-one Julie West Janky from the Series 2. And that is what I'm really hoping to find. But the other stuff I didn't have anyway. So from my Kickstarter package, I just didn't get those figures. But I liked them. So let's crack this open and hope I got some good stuff. I'm going to get good stuff regardless. So let's do it. And I kind of said, you know, that mystery boxes, in my opinion, are scams. I guess it's not so much that they're scams. It's just, it seems like a waste of money. Because the odds are never in your favor. Some of them aren't as random as they really play it up to be. And you can kind of just go buy what you want. But the reason this one's so good for me is because I don't have any of the stuff, so it's already a win. Alright. Got the Janky Series 2 right there. We've got the King Janky, it looks like. And here's our Guggimon figure. So let's open the small ones first. Looks like it is a sealed box, so it's not going to be the one-of-one Julie West piece. Another sticker for the pile. Looks to be the James Groman. Now, I did have a bunch of these Series 2 figures, because those I did order, and got a bunch that I didn't have from a good buddy that watches. Hi! But this is another random one, so let's see what it actually is. It is the Choco Toy, 1 in 18 pull. It looks like all sorts of candy and donut covered goodness right there. The heart on the back of the head, and the two different hands that both say sweet. But you gotta love a gold chain with a donut on the shirt. There's a heart there too. Huh. Sprinkle covered head, sprinkle covered one shoe, and the stampings on the bottom. I guess one stamping and one printed logo. So that's the first little pull. Janky 6.5 instead of the 6th. So let's open that up. King Janky sticker for this one. Another sealed bag. This is definitely one I did not have already. So I posted my Kickstarter unboxing video previously if you want to check it out, but this was absolutely not part of that. We've got our little gangster right here. You can see it says the 6th on the back of his head. And then he's got all of these accessories. I love that he's got an old newspaper and his hat, so let's get him dressed up. You have to be so careful with this because of the newspaper. You can see, hopefully it says right there, Mob King on the loose! There's some printing on the back side as well. And kind of a picture of Janky, the 6.5, right there where it has the headline. So that's super clever. Nice little accessory to go with it. You know, they never seem to disappoint, the Superplastic crew, with the accessories. It's so funny to me that a hat would have to snap together. I mean, I get why it has to. It's just still pretty funny to me. Little defect on the hat up top, a little scuff. Take some magic eraser or something and get that out. And let's get him geared up. It's funny, I was trying to put the gun in and his arm actually popped out of the socket. It's the nice thing about soft plastic, you know? It can go right back on. And there he is with his gun, ready for old school mobster action. I've been working on the room down here to try to get it ready with my collection after the move, and I'm putting up the pop boxes along the awning right there, or the beam that's running across. And then on top there's a little bit of a gap, so I'm thinking of putting the Jankys as well as the little dunnies on top of those, which I think will look cool, and then I'll do the room tour after that. Got something rattling around in his noggin. Alright, let's take a look at the big piece. Looks like it's going to be the high voltage Yep, it is the high voltage Guggimon right here. Fun box art. Superplastic always does a good job with that. And you can see the front of the figure and the back of the figure. Not too kid appropriate there. Let's go ahead and get it out of the box. So I have the zombie Gucci. I did not have the high voltage one yet. There is our bunny looking friend right there. It makes me think of one of my pinball buddies, Jack Danger. Because I would say this definitely looks like him. He's got his knuckles with tats on them, just like Jack does. It says Guggimon instead of Let's Read. And obviously his hands are waiting to hold his gear right there. The really cool thing is always the paint on these Superplastic figures. They do such a fine job with really nailing the printing process. I like the extra badges on the front. We got a Wu-Tang symbol. We got the Gorillas logo. I do not have the Gorillas piece from Superplastic yet, but maybe one day. Nice yellow shoes with some lightning bolts on those too, because this is high voltage, right? So much denim. Let's grab the accessories. Part of the fun of this, you can see it says guitar case right there. It's got the painted clasps, but that is not the shape of a guitar, is it? I was sitting here wondering, I'm like, where is the axe? Oh right, axe, guitar, case. It's starting to add up. There it is. There's definitely gonna be some shredding with this axe. Har har. It is foam inside the case, which protects thus titled axe quite nicely. Kind of a brighter handle on that one than I expected. Definitely different than the glow-in-the-dark zombie version. And there is our terror-inducing high-voltage Guggimon donning the axe here. And I love how the wrists do articulate as well as the arms. So you can kind of get creative there. And then the actual wrist on this side does too. And I was afraid this wasn't actually going to pop in his hand. It was a narrow gap, but it definitely squeezed right in. So whatever plastic or rubber they used on that handle worked out nicely. It is interesting that the case actually says guitar case on it, but the box art, it only shows it on the one side. So the inside doesn't show it as having it. But if you flip it around, it does show it on that side. So maybe they changed it up after they approved the print job. But it's just interesting note about it. But yeah, that is my haul from the vaulted Superplastic Mystery Box. I think it was supposed to be for October, but they still have some for sale. So that means that Julie West piece is probably still out there somewhere. If you lucked out on it, congrats. Definitely share it. Post some pictures. Everyone would love to see it. And yeah, let's go ahead and give these 3 a spin. Thanks for watching.